After watching the video, we have been greatly impressed by the perfect combination of traditional Chinese architecture and philosophy. Today, we go on to explore the beauty of ecological thoughts in classical gardens, civilian dwellings, literati paintings, and literary works. Suzhou classical gardens are not only the models of poetic human living environment, but also the best demonstrations of ancient Oriental living wisdom and spirits, such as harmony between man and nature, and the Tao operates naturally. In terms of garden design techniques, various man-made buildings are in perfect integration with natural scenery. For example, the tourists can appreciate the bamboos outside through the windows of the Canglang Pavilion Garden. Trees and flowers grow in natural clusters and are distributed in a natural style, demonstrating the wild and harmonious spirit of the natural world. Such traditional Chinese classical gardens are different from Western geometric gardens, where you can find trimmed hedges in straight lines and flowers arranged in symmetrical patterns. What's more, the shapes and decorative designs of doors and windows imitate and echo nature, such as the moon and flowers. Last but not least, feng shui doctrines, based on thoughts such as man and nature, balance of yin and yang, mutual promotion and restraint between the five elements, have played a very important role in proper layouts. Like Suzhou classical gardens, there are still various well-known city dwellings perfectly combining human needs and nature. In northern China, the layout of rooms surrounding the courtyard in Siheyuan can effectively keep away frozen air in winter. For example, the Zhangjiakou Winter Olympic Village is composed of 31 buildings, including 30 that are situated in 9 courtyards and 1 independent building. In southwestern China, Diaojiaolou, ancient Chinese houses built by the Miao minority, take the hot and humid climate into full consideration. In southern China, almost all villages of the Li nationality are hidden in the woods, with no obvious boundary between the entire settlement and the surrounding environment. Chinese landscape painting unites Confucian philosophical concepts with Taoist and Buddhist thinking about nature. During the Song dynasty, many Chinese literati shared a philosophical perspective, as clearly reflected in landscape painting, one that honors the natural environment. This sense of the inseparability of the painter and the world depicted in the painting has often been described by Western and Chinese interpreters as the harmony between the human and nature, or even as the act of reverence for nature, and contrasted with the Western model of the separateness of human and nature in the comparative analysis of Chinese and Western painting and their aesthetics as well as their ecological ideas. Nature has always been an important theme and the cultural gene of the Chinese painting and literature. Tao Yuanming, a pastoral poet in the Eastern Jin dynasty, wrote the Peach Blossom Spring in 421, a fable about a chance discovery of a utopia where the people led an ideal life in harmony with nature, unaware of the outside world for centuries. And most contents of the ancient Chinese poetry are closely related to the natural landscape. Those well-known pastoral poems reflect this feature. This type of poetry reached its peak in the Tang dynasty, such as Li Bai's Watching the Lu Mountain Falls, Du Fu's A Quadrant, and Bai Jun's Fair South Record. These bold and lyrical poems reflect a very real understanding of the natural beauty, thus arousing people's love for nature, and can be called the earliest ecological literature. In Li Bai's overlooking Tianmen Mountains, the clear river and the green mountains on both sides are not only the beauty in the eyes of ancient poets, but also the reality that modern people are trying to create. Making the water more beautiful, the mountains greener, and the sky bluer. Nowadays, ecological literature has been booming in China, with various themes and genres. There are plants and animals literature, such as Wolf Totem by Jiang Rong and the Mastiffs of the Plateau by Yang Zhijun. Another important category is the biography of rivers and seas, such as Biography of Yangtze and the Biography of Earth. There are also scientific fictions, such as The Wandering Earth by Liu Cixin, and the children's literature such as Fox Green by Hu Dongling. In addition to abundant ecological books, China has also been promoting the popularity of those books by holding the event of public selection of 10 most favorite ecological books for 3 consecutive years since 2019. When a society consciously takes nature as its friend, the development of natural ecology will directly affect the process of it. Therefore, literature will naturally bring the level of ecological development into its own vision. Ecological literature plays an active role in promoting environmental protection and improving the relationship between man and nature. That's all. Thank you very much for listening.